Good day, everyone. My name is Shalmijit S. Sabroso, and we were going to continue the discussion of Miss Kia regarding on the display surfaces that can be found in a classroom settings. So these are the examples of display surfaces that teacher could use in a classroom setting. So first is the cloth boards. It is a construction of a cloth stretched over a sturdy backing material such as plywood, masonite, or heavy cardboard. So these cloth boards helps organize ideas and help students to enhance their brainstorming on a regarding on a specific content that has been pinned up in this board. And aside from that, teacher could use this to pin up some inspirational quotes or anything that can motivate student after seeing that post. Next is the magnetic board. These walls are backed with magnets and they placed on the metal surface of the board. So when you say magnetic boards, things that can be magnetized if, after we put that in a board. I haven't seen this in my class journey from elementary to junior high school. So I am not yet familiarized with this. So next is the flip chart, a pad of a large paper fastened together at the top of and mounted to the NA cell. So I know most of us here are familiarized with this. And this chart is very useful to help teachers to deliver the context of the lessons since it could be a alternative PowerPoint presentation for them to deliver the content to the students. And I know that most of you here are familiar with this since especially if you are came from a public school, teacher did really use this flip chart to put the contents and then teach. And it is called flip chart because after the page, after discussing that page, the content on that page, you just need to flip to the top the papers and then proceed to another page. Next is exhibit. Exhibit. It is a static display consisting of a three-dimensional foreground and a flat background to create realistic scenes. So you can um, use the activity artwork that students created and then paste it on the foreground so that inspire they will inspired after seeing their artworks in that exhibit. So next is display. So I know most of us here are very familiar with this. So it is an area of an object visual and printed material. So I know since from elementary to junior highs, displays are really can be found in every corner of a room, like for displaying the face of the current president, the list of all presidents, the quote that can be found in every corner of the room. You can also display birthdays of the students with their pictures so that the environment inside the classroom is very engaging for students. So next we're going to tackle about the factors in technology selection in which teacher must consider these four factors in selecting technology as their assistant in delivering the context of the lesson to the students. So first is practicality. Of course, it is the equipment or hardware or the already prepared lesson materials all available. If not, what would be the cost in acquiring the equipment or producing the lesson in overall audio or visual form? So as a teacher, you must be practical in choosing technology selection. You must think critically and practically, especially if you are going to choose technology that are not unnecessary to your lessons, or you must um, be creative and you should determine if the technology that you are going to use in teaching could be useful anytime. So, like for instance, if you're using a television in delivering the context of your lesson, and then suddenly there are malfunction happen or cut of electricity, something like that. So of course you don't of course the discussion will be stopped for that, because how will you deliver the lesson if there's no electricity and the contents cannot be seen? So that's why you should be flexible and creative to provide alternative equipment that cannot be hindrance to your teaching if there's malfunction are going to happen. Most importantly, if possible, you the technology that you must use must be affordable and useful for any subject that you will going to teach. So next is the activity or the suitability. Will the chosen media fit the set instructional event, resulting in either information, motivation, or psychomotor display? So for this, if you are going to teach the students and you will give them the activity after that, you must choose a media that will suitable for the instructional event. So like for instance, you are going to teach the students in PE subject, physical education subject. You are going to teach the students the basic basic drills of basketball. So of course, as a teacher, you will provide media or videos that are regarding on the that will regard on that lesson, which is basketball drills, that provide information, the use information of basic drills, so that in activity in your activity, students can know what they are going to do after seeing after you provide them the media that you choose for the activity. So next is the appropriateness and relation to the learners. Is the medium suitable for the learners to ability to comprehend? Will the medium be source of plain amusement or treatment or entertainment but not learning? So you must consider the learner's ability to comprehend you the med what the medium you're going to choose. So and aside from that, the medium that you were going to use or the technology that you were going to use must be aligned to the discussion that you are going to discuss. Okay, it's not you cannot use any technology just to amuse students or just to entertain them, but you must use technology that has connection to the learning or the discussion, so that um, it is worthy, and aside for that, the technology are memorable to use. So lastly is the objectives, which overall does the medium have in achieving the learner's objectives? So did the medium or technology that has been used by the teacher in delivering the lesson are reach the expected outcome of the lesson to the learners? After finishing the lesson, we should evaluate the medium, if the medium that we use are matches the objectives, and overall you need to think if the technology has connection with the lesson that could fulfill the objectives at the end of the lesson, at hindi ka lang basta-basta you at hindi ka lang basta-basta gumagamit ng technology without heavy for purposes. So next is the role of technology in curriculum delivery. So we're going to tackle the technology, the contribution of this technology in delivering the curriculum. So first is upgrading the quality of teaching and learning in school. So as for this, hindi na lang si teacher ang nakaka-benefits sa paggamit ng technology, because students could also benefits the technology by surfing by accessing some information that can be found in internet regarding on the lesson if they don't understand clearly the lesson made the lesson. So it really upgrades the quality of teaching and learning in school. Next is it increased capability of the teacher to effectively inculcate learning and students to get mastery of lesson and course. So it helps teacher to be an effective in his teaching. So with the use of technology, teachers are more accurate and effective in their teaching by providing examples on students that are inclined with the lesson. So it is indeed help their teachers to deliver the lesson to the students. So next is the broadening the delivery of education outside school through non-traditional approach to formal and informal learning, such as Open University and lifelong learning to adult learners. So just like what I said, technology provide a bundle of information that we want. And by that, the use of technology helps broaden our knowledge in different approach on how we can use them. So next, lastly, is the revolutionizing the use of technology to both educational paradigm shift that gives importance to student and holistic learning. So technology are indeed helps to benefit student within the use of computers and other gadgets like cell phones. Student can easily access information that will broaden their knowledge about anything, especially if the information that they are going to access are connected to their lessons.